Rejoice, video game and movie lovers, because this is the perfect combustion. Wow. Welcome to the Jay Shrey Way. Thanks for coming back to the channel. I've been super excited for this movie to a sickening level where I love this character. I grew up on it. These games have always been my favorite video games, and I was very pleased as the marketing rolled out for this film. The posters with the Chaos Emerald in there and Knuckles, seeing them all realized in real life CGI mixed with real life characters was beautiful. And then I reacted to the trailers, and seeing Knuckles for the first time was awesome. And I was not prepared for how they handled him in the movie though. Wow, they had a lot of stuff to do in this film. Knuckles and Tails, they introduced two new characters. So at the end of the first one, we got a post-credit scene with Tails, and I lost my shit when I saw that. The first movie was a cute little springboard. It was a fun little movie, but without Sonic, I would have hated that movie. It would have just felt like a road trip movie with a random CGI character. Sonic being in there made it endearing to me and special to me. I had to buy it as soon as it came out, and I rewatch it from time to time. But this one, when I get this, I'm going to watch it all the damn time. The only thing I'm going to skip over is the wedding scene, and everybody's been talking about it. I heard about it in the negative reviews, and I don't want to make my channel about negativity in the first place. I don't like bashing movies, but I will say this scene, it's like 15 minutes in the middle of the film, and it has to do with the human characters, James Marsden, his wife, and her sister, and they're at Hawaii, I think, and there's a wedding, and it just sidelines the whole plot, and it felt so weird, and it was shot even ugly. The rest of the movie with the CGI fighting with Sonic and Tails, it's shot beautifully. Some of the structures and framing and the silhouettes and stuff, it was really good for a video game movie, let alone a movie with CGI characters regardless. And the way they shot that wedding scene, though, was hideous. It looked like a Disney Channel original movie or Nickelodeon movie. I was like, what the hell? And I heard about it, but it was really annoying when it was going down. I was like, man, I understand why people hated this part. And when I see it again, I'm definitely going to use that part as a bathroom break. Other than that, if I could make this movie on my own or get it on DVD and cut out stuff, I would just, like I said, skip through that scene. The movie is pretty damn flawless. Video game fans always complain when we get movies and they're not super loyal to the source material. They take the characters we know and throw them in a Hollywood movie and make them do things, and then they have little hints at the games. This one is to the point where it might be obnoxious to regular common folk that don't play Sonic or haven't played it, because this whole movie is just fast-paced. Sonic's the character where he's a wisecracking little prick, and yeah, if you don't like the character, then you're gonna hate this movie because it's really Sonic's movie. He is the star completely, and it really dives into the lore of the games. They talk about the emeralds a lot. They changed some things with the creations of some of the stuff, and I liked it. It's not, as a Sonic fan, it wasn't sinful. It wasn't annoying to me that they kind of rewrote some of the backstory, because it is a new form of the character. Like, it doesn't have to copy things. That's what I hate about comic book films, when people get mad when they make creative differences and changes. It's like, well, this is their version. Like, it doesn't have to be the exact same thing shot for shot. So I like that they did their own thing while still being very faithful to the games. One thing I will say also is Knuckles and Tails are in the movie way more than I thought. They have a lot more conversations than I expected and a lot of action. The first one didn't have a lot of action, a few little moments with Sonic, but I really was just waiting for that after credits scene in the first movie, and when Tails showed up, I shit my pants. I was obsessed with that. That's my favorite scene from the first movie. And they even get the girl that voices Tails in the most recent video games for like the past 10 years probably, Colleen O'Shaughnessy. She's Tails in this, and she had me teary-eyed multiple times, because their dynamic is just, as a fan, it's amazing, but even if you don't know these characters, you will watch Sonic and Tails' friendship blossom, and you'll just be like, it's just heartwarming. No matter what, those characters are so lovable. And then Knuckles comes into the whole story is just a badass, and you think of him as a badass, but they actually do a good job at layering him out too, making him funny. If I had to compare, everybody's saying he's like Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I hate comparing everything to Marvel, but it's the most popular form of entertainment right now, hate it or love it. And yeah, he's very similar to Drax, but he's also way cooler. I mean, like, I like Batista, but Knuckles is a way better character, and he's amazing in this. There's so many good moments with him, and you get, oh my god, they changed the history a little bit, and I was so satisfied with the changes they made. And yeah, there's some flashback stuff, and then and it really does follow the first one. You can go into this without seeing the first one, but there's certain things they touch on from the first movie, but they also, I mean, that Tails scene is recreated in this one with the exact same scene, but he has a backpack this time, so they kind of do recap it in a way, I guess. But all this aside, as a grown adult loving this shit, it's definitely a kid's movie. And if you're just a casual, you might not like some of the jokes. I didn't really scratch my head or roll my eyes at most of them. I don't think I did. A lot of them had me cracking up. And I will say Jim Carrey is the perfect guy for this character. Eggman, Robotnik, wow. I always loved him in the games. I always thought there's something very different about Jim Carrey's take, and I was trying to think about it, and I finally focused in on it. It's the fact that you can see his eyes. Eggman always has shades or goggles on in every version we see. The Jim Carrey version, you can always see his eyeballs, and I was like, huh, that's why it's different, and it almost, I mean, it makes sense for live action when it really hurts your performance as an actor if you can't see your eyes. But it really makes this Eggman stand out. And this is one of my favorite versions of the character after this second movie. He is all in. They give him the bald head, the mustache, the robots, and then he's got his agent back with him. And their dynamic is funny. They know what, like, they're not trying to do anything more than what they know the audience wants. The audience thought they were weird in the first one. They get even weirder this time. That guy's obsessed with him, and I fucking love that shit. It was hilarious. So yeah, Agent Stone was good. All the human stuff was good aside from the wedding. But Jim Carrey is so perfect for this role that he doesn't even come off as a human character. He's in a room talking to CGI green screens probably, and that could be hard, but he's such a professional at this, and I love that he dedicated himself to the role because he is just as animated as Sonic and Knuckles and Tails, if not more. I mean, it's pretty wild how he fits in so well to a very complicated thing to do. And yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with him next, but I hope Jim Carrey's not retiring, and I cannot wait to see Sonic 3. That's pretty much all my quick thoughts. It's just a good time, but I would say it's really for the fans, and we don't get stuff like this, video game properties like this often, and I'm glad. I'm thankful. I'm like Thanos at the end of Infinity War, sitting there, wow, just, I can rest. I'm very thankful that they made this, and that I live in a timeline where I got to see this. It's an embarrassment of riches. This is awesome. I hope everybody else that likes certain games, they get a property, like a Zelda game, they get a movie, I mean, and it's just as good as this, because they put it up to a standard, and this might change the way Hollywood does things. I really hope so. So, I'm going to do quick little spoiler stuff, and if you haven't seen the damn movie, get out of here. I'm going to give you like 3 seconds, alright? 3, 2, 1. Alright, everybody's gone. If you made it to the other side, he wasn't good enough for Smash Bros. Ultimate, but the Ultimate Life Form is going Hollywood. Shadow the fucking Hedgehog was in this movie, dude. The thing I talked about in my trailer reactions, I cannot believe. And that's the thing, I thought I was gonna love this movie. It instantly is one of my favorite movies to ever watch because he's in it. He is my favorite video game character ever created. And I thought, oh yeah, if Shadow's in it, I'll love the movie. But the movie was so good on its own, they didn't even need that Shadow scene in there, and I would have loved it. It could have been Metal Sonic, any character I would have freaked out over. But seeing Shadow, dude, and it just makes sense. Metal Sonic, I don't know how if they're gonna wait to do him. People are saying, oh, they're not going chronologically. Shut up. We're doing what we need to do. Like, we don't have all the time in the world to waste. The world's in a very, very shitty state right now. If you want to wait 10 years to see Shadow, no, I'm not waiting. I think we might be able to get multiple characters in the new one. Now that, spoilers, that you're in the spoiler side, Eggman is possibly dead, I think that's going to take the focus off of that villain. So I feel like the first half of Sonic 3 is going to be Shadow and Sonic fighting, and then Shadow becomes an ally at the end to help him fight Metal Sonic. I think Metal Sonic will be in the ending of the next one. And, because we can't have them be enemies the whole time. Sonic's a likable dude. His whole character thing is that he wins people over, like Goku. So I think we're going to see a very big rivalry, just like they did with Knuckles. They're going to fight the first half. They're going to be marketed like they're enemies. Then the second half, they're going to team up. And we're going to get that sweet Shadow team up with Sonic. And we might get to see them go super together in the next movie. I mean, dude, I don't know what base they were holding them in. I thought it was the Space Colony Arc at first, but they didn't say that. I've watched the fucking scene like 20 times. I'm going to post my reaction to it after this video. But yeah, it's amazing. It's epic to see this character that I love so much to have such a spotlight on him, dude. This is a great moment for fans of Sonic and Shadow. I got the chain on. I spent $150 on this for Christmas. Dumb purchase, but I love the character that much. It was awesome. And then Super Sonic, dude. When he fucking summoned the chili dog, I didn't see that coming, you know? Like, I thought I was going to be able to predict some of this movie. It is very childlike, so it should be predictable, but that was so goofy. I was like, what's he like, they played with my mind really well with that scene. That was my favorite part of the movie, probably, is when he summoned the chili dog. And then it went to the dumb joke with Knuckles getting it on his eyes. But I love that. That's what these characters are. They're goofy little kids. And, yeah, it was amazing. Super Sonic looked beautiful. The red eyes, the fur floating. It was just awesome, dude. And the best shot was when he caught the fucking Death Egg's fist. Wow, that was beautiful. That's when all my hairs started to raise. I was like, damn, such good action, such good action. But yeah, it's just awesome. It's an awesome time to live. It's an awesome time to be a nerd. This movie was fucking awesome. I'd give it out of stars, 5 out of 5. And yeah, definitely go see it. If you have children or if you're a fan of the character, well, if you're on this side, you already saw it. I already made a spoiler cut off. But yeah, the movie was sick. I can't wait to see it again. I'm going to see it again Saturday. So thank you guys for tuning into the Jay Shrey Way. Like and subscribe, comment, let me know if you like the movie. I want to talk about the movie. If you got theories or whatnot, just hop on down there. Oh, and then also Baby Knuckles. God, that was beautiful. So many cool little moments I didn't see coming. But yeah, see you guys later. Thank you.